We are in Helsinki and it is really cool. How are you feeling about being in Scandinavia? It's a bucket list, right?
I'm so excited!
Last time you saw us, we were leaving Tallinn in Estonia and taking the ferry here to Helsinki. We're spending 2 days exploring Finland's capital, complete with the stunning Christmas market, frozen seas, incredible gems you could easily miss, an 18th century fortress, and of course, the iconic Helsinki Cathedral. We rose early to take the 7 AM ferry from Tallinn to Helsinki, which takes around 2.5 hours. As we made our way into a misty, dramatic Finland, we passed the incredible Helsinki archipelago. There's around 330 islands scattered off the coast here. From the port, we jumped on the tram to the city centre. We had our first quick glimpse of the cathedral and Christmas market as we passed by. And then we got off outside the impressive Helsinki railway station. We also saw plenty of Helsinki's famous green and yellow trams whizzing around. We booked the Scandic Grand Central hotel, which is in a great location in Helsinki city centre in Railway Square, and it has spectacular buildings all around it. And the room wasn't too bad either.
What?
There we go. Oh my god.
This is so nice.
Eek! We got a nice room. What's the view like? Oh my word. What a view.
Wow, Ben. Oh my god.
Well, you might as well just stay in here.
Ben,
Yeah, but how much is that?
there's a book. Look in here. There's literally like... Eek!
Oh my god, I bet it's well expensive though.
There's a bottle of white wine, bottle of champagne, Heineken's.
After settling into our room, we ventured out and were quickly taken in by the grandiose nature of Helsinki and its remarkable architecture. The first stop on our walk around, well, where else? It has to be the cathedral and the Christmas market.
We are in Helsinki and it is really cool. We've got an amazing view from the Helsinki Cathedral overlooking the Christmas market just back there. It looks so cool. So we're just taking it all in and getting some good pictures and shots of these really nice buildings and the market down below. And everywhere you turn here, there's a really unique, cool building somewhere, as you can see, and right behind me is Helsinki Cathedral in all its glory. It's absolutely enormous. No way I can get it in shot on this piece to camera, but you can see the magnitude of this building. Absolutely incredible look. And let's just say it's the first time we've set foot in Scandinavia and we're really excited. Marnie, how are you feeling about being in Scandinavia? It's a bucket list, right?
I'm so excited!
Helsinki Cathedral is without doubt one of the most distinctive landmarks that comes to mind when people think of Finland. We took a closer look inside and snapped some pictures of the church, which was originally built from 1830 to 1852 as a tribute to the Grand Duke of Finland, Tsar Nicholas I of Russia. It was also known as St. Nicholas's Church until the independence of Finland in 1917. The foggy sky and snow on the ground gave it a very mystical look when we were visiting during the daytime. As I said, the cathedral is enormous and very imposing, proudly towering over Senate Square below. It's 62 metres tall, but because it's elevated on a concrete platform with stairs leading up, it actually rises to as high as 80 metres above sea level. Directly opposite Helsinki Cathedral is the National Library of Finland. What we discovered inside really took us by surprise. You could easily look past venturing inside the library without giving it a second thought, but it would be a huge mistake. From wandering round, it's clear that Helsinki is truly a bustling modern city, but beneath the urban culture is also a rich history and a world of magic hidden behind the doors here. As you can see, the design of the library building inside is absolutely spectacular and actually proved to be one of the most impressive things we discovered. The level of detail on the walls, the ceilings and every single pillar really gave it a special feel. It was also awash with complete silence, which made it feel even more prestigious somehow.
What do you make of the Christmas market down below?
It's so pretty. It's the biggest one we've seen as well.
Yeah, it's massive. It's a bit of a grey and miserable day today, but it's stopped raining luckily. And we're hoping that when the Christmas market lights come on properly later in the dark, it's going to look even more incredible. So we are very, very excited.
Came back at night, and as you can see, the Christmas market looks absolutely stunning. It's a huge contrast to how it looked under grey skies during the daytime. Suddenly it felt like the market had really come alive. So to answer whether it's worth visiting the Helsinki Christmas market, the answer is a resounding yes, but especially at night time. We definitely advise coming here after dark. So not only did we get to enjoy the cathedral in Senate Square, but we got to enjoy it in the best way possible.
We're back at the Christmas market and now the lights are on the trees, and it's such a cool spot to experience Helsinki from. The cathedral looks amazing with the lights on and the tree in front. It's all bright, the mist has gone, and just being down here in amongst the Christmas market is really amazing. You can look at the trees, the beautiful buildings lit up. They've made a really nice effort. Yeah, much happier now it's dark and you can see the lights, right Marnie?
Yeah.
Do you think it's better at night?
Definitely, because there was no fog.
Yeah, the mist earlier was sort of putting a bit of a glow over it, but now the glow is an epic glow, and the cathedral looks absolutely amazing with the tree in front as well. Really cool.
We woke up on our second day in Helsinki and had some time to kill until we took the 17-hour cruise across the Baltic Sea to Stockholm in Sweden. So we wandered around to visit some more buildings, including Uspenski Cathedral, which you can see here. It's the main Orthodox Church of Finland, and construction was completed on the cathedral in 1868. It's another of Helsinki's most distinctive landmarks and is worth checking out. It was also fascinating to see the frozen seawater and the array of old sailing boats in the harbour against the backdrop of the colourful buildings that line the seafront. The Finnish Maritime Historical Sailing Association sits in this part of the harbour, and we were lucky to catch a glimpse of some boats up close. A 5-minute walk away is Helsinki's Market Square, which is very famous. Known as Kauppatori in Finnish, its history dates back to as early as the 18th century, which is when the sale of fish brought directly from boats sailing in the Baltic Sea began. The stalls at the market sell traditional Finnish treats, and because we were a little strapped for time, we went for a tasty waffle with cream and chocolate, and a nice coffee to warm us up.
How is it?
That's really good.
No trip to Helsinki is complete without taking the short boat ride over to see Suomenlinna Fortress. They run fairly regularly and it only costs a few euros each, so we bought our tickets and waited to board.
Marnie, you going on the Suomenlinna little boat? Are you looking forward to it?
Very.
What have you got there?
Car view.
As the boat leaves, you get a great view of Helsinki and the various cruise ships, and we even pass the one we're getting on in just a few hours' time.
That's our ship for tonight, Ben.
The boat journey over is really enjoyable and it's a great way to see the archipelago, and if you're like me and just generally love the sea, it's always really refreshing. Before we knew it, we were already pulling in. Suomenlinna Fortress is a UNESCO-listed site which was first built in 1748 when Finland was under Swedish rule, and it was actually originally called Sviborg, or Viapori in Finnish. 60 years later, the fortress was besieged by Russian forces who took over control. Finland became an autonomous state within the former Russian Empire for another 110 years. But when Finland gained independence in 1917, the fortress was taken over by the newly founded government, and 1 year later it was renamed to what it's known as today, which is Suomenlinna. It directly translates to the Castle of Finland. We checked out all the buildings on the island, including some nicely painted cabins, and generally just had a wander around. In terms of the experience itself, we don't know if it was the grey weather that dampened spirits a little, but we didn't feel there was really all too much to see and do on the island. But it is still undeniably a fascinating place to visit when you think of the history behind it and everything that's happened through the centuries. So if you're into your history, definitely worth a visit. After we returned to the mainland from the fortress, we had one last chance to take in Helsinki's Christmas spirit and adorable fluffy dogs. The way the streets, building and trees are decorated with fairy lights really brings the city to life. We made our way to the main port in preparation for the next step of our adventure. And then it was time to board the ship.
The 17-hour journey begins. We are now leaving Finland, leaving Helsinki behind us and heading to Stockholm.